there has been already some, updates on this Charlie Kirk situation. And the updates consist of the man that was detained at Charlie Kirk's memorial. They said he was posing as a police officer, that he had knives and all kind of other stuff on him. He has been identified. So y'all, this situation, hey Miss Red, how are you? So this situation is getting crazy, y'all. This situation is getting cray, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get into it, you guys. I'm telling you, the board, a lot of people are upset. A lot of people are, you got the people to the left, the people to the right, in the middle, up, down, all the way around. So people are feeling some type of way. Hey, Miss Red, Sado. Hey, Phyllis, how are you? Welcome in. Happy Saturday, y'all. This is the second live we have done today, but I told y'all we'll be back. We'll be back. So y'all, we are gonna get into it. Happy Saturday afternoon, early evening. I hope y'all Saturday is going fantastic and fabulous. This situation has sparked so much stuff to Jimmy Kimmel getting fired from ABC. And y'all know that yesterday they shot up the ABC building over there in Sacramento. So it's been going really crazy. I mean, people are going waka flocka flame. They're protesting everywhere. Antifa is over there in California cutting up too. They're, protesting as their right to. So it's just a lot going on. Hey, Laceration, how are you? So it's a lot of craziness, y'all. A lot of craziness going on in these streets, y'all. But y'all, let's go ahead and get into it, because when I say it is going down, it is going down, y'all. So there has been a couple of people that have been vandalizing Charlie Kirk's his memorial areas, and they've been arresting people. So this situation, they have went ahead and identified and also detained. They detained him, and then now they identified him, the person, and we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes, you guys, because there's a lot going on. A lot. ABC being shot up. We got Jimmy Kimmel has lost his job. He got fired, and I'm gonna say fired because they said to pack his stuff, and he was moving stuff out of the studio. So that means you fired. Your services are no longer needed, no longer available. So that means he got fired. And on top of that, this situation right here with them being the memorial services, they're vandalizing the memorial services sites. And then tomorrow is a big day. They are having Charlie Kirk's funeral, so there's going to be a whole lot of security. So y'all don't be going over there acting crazy, acting a donkey, showing out. Let me stop playing. But no, they are having a lot of people, a lot of security, a lot of different entities over there that are going to be protecting and serving this funeral. And it's just a lot going on. It's a whole lot. They don't want you to bring no purses. They want you to come to the service in some flip-flops, basically, because they said no, they don't want nobody bringing no purses. And they say even when you fly into the airport to bring a certain type of bag, but they want you to get in your Sunday best for this funeral. I'm just saying, y'all. So it is a lot going on. So it is crazy. Hey, Culture. Hey, KJCR, Trenton, Laceration, we got Phyllis, Miss Red, Sado, y'all, welcome in the building. Happy Saturday, y'all. We gonna get into the TEA, baby. So let me go ahead and cue up this and let's get started. Let me get my little baby. And I just seen a baby. We went grocery shopping, me and Jamil. I seen a little baby. I made a little shorts. I was like, oh, this baby is so adorable. I had to put it on my shorts. So y'all go check out that baby. That baby was so cute. It's been 50, 11 years since my children were that little. So I had to, enjoy that moment all over again, right? But anyway, y'all, let's get into it, you guys. Let's go ahead and let's get into it. Let's turn the camera and let's see what these people is saying out here in these streets about what's going on with Kirk and everything that we're We're finding out. So let me put it up just a little bit more. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go, y'all.
Concerns are high ahead of the public memorial of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, and the authorities detained an American man who claims to be a member of the law enforcement. This amidst the growing threat against the event in Arizona on Sunday. The memorial will feature high-profile speakers, including the American President Donald Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance. The man was observed to be acting suspiciously. The
Hey,
US
my
Secret
baby,
Service
Jamil
confirmed that he was
Peterson.
not authorized for the event, and federal authorities are investigating, and no further arrests have been announced. The activist and co-founder of the Turning Point USA was fatally shot at.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Do y'all see this right here? Do y'all see they are putting a whole picture up of Charlie Kirk on the State Farm Stadium? Hold up. Let me rewind that because wow. See, they are going all out. Do y'all see this? Look at how big that has to be big. Look at this little the little what's it called? Like, I don't know what they call a little tractor thing, whatever. But look how little they are compared to this big picture. Y'all, they are going all out. What is going on? Oh my God. My baby Jamil said, smash the like button, everybody. Yes, smash the like button. Hey, D-Dot, welcome in. Hey, David, Zach, Chad, Emmanuel, Donna, how are y'all doing? Happy Saturday. Y'all, they is getting ready for this this funeral service tomorrow. And they are going all out, y'all. But smash the like button. Let's continue to see what they say, you guys.
Utah Valley University on the 10th of September. The 22-year-old Tyler Robinson has been charged with aggravated murder. The memorial is scheduled for Sunday at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. And amongst the expected speakers are President Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, the Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and Robert Kennedy Jr. Public figures, it is Tulsi Gabbard and Tucker Carlson, will also attend the event. Now, Kirk's widow, Erica Kirk, will also be addressing the attendees, and officials have implemented Super Bowl-level security, and the event has got a special event assessment rating.
Did y'all hear what this man said? This man said it's going to be like Super Bowl security at his funeral. I mean, y'all seen this much security at somebody who is not like a president? Like, they're doing a lot for him not to be a president. People are calling him only a social media influencer, and they are doing a lot. I mean, to include the flag being flown at half staff, which people have an issue with it. Some people don't have an issue with it, but y'all, they are giving him a whole, like, a real big funeral ceremony tomorrow, and we're gonna go live, y'all. Let's continue. Smash the like button, y'all.
Of level 1 due to multiple potential threats. The stadium was chosen for its large capacity and air-conditioned environment. The venue can host over 63,000 people at once.
Wow.
And guests have been asked to wear red, white, or blue, the colors of the American flag.
Wow. Hold on. They are saying if you come to that funeral, y'all got to put y'all Sunday best on. That's all they asking. Just put your Sunday best on. Y'all, let's go to the next video and play that one, because the next one is Charlie, armed man posing as a law enforcement detained in Arizona Stadium hosting Charlie Kirk's memorial. So let's go ahead and get into this video. This is a lot going on. I'm telling y'all, the block is hot with all this Charlie Kirk stuff, y'all. I mean, this is crazy. People getting fired. I mean, you got comedians, Jimmy Kimmel getting fired from ABC after 20-something years, y'all. It is going down in these streets. Happy Saturday. Smash the like button, y'all.
Charlie Kirk's memorial service at the State Farm Stadium in Arizona, where the Secret Service arrested an armed man claiming to be affiliated with law enforcement. NBC's Jay Gray is the very latest from Glendale, Arizona for us. So, Jay, this is serious. What do we know about this arrest, and just how much are we seeing for this service? Because it is reportedly on the level of a Super Bowl game.
Yeah, and having been to both, Alex, I can tell you it is at that level already, and we're well ahead of the event. The area's been locked down. It's been ramped up. seriously over the last 24 hours or so. Let's talk, though, a little bit in detail about the man arrested here. And we've got a release from the U.S. Secret Service kind of describing what happened. I'll paraphrase it. It'll be on your screen there. But local law enforcement, along with the Secret Service, approached someone they said looked suspicious. And at that time, he told them that he was a member of law enforcement. He was armed. They continued to interview him, determined that he was not a member of law enforcement. He was taken into custody and remains in custody right now. Now, the stadium where this is taking place is in Glendale. Glendale police saying not only is security here top of mind, but they've got other duties as well.
Not only are we handling the security for this event outside of the venue, we still have an entire city that we still have to protect. The only difference here is when you have something like the Super Bowl, we had upwards of 2 years to plan an event like that. This, we had a week to work with. We are basically all hands on deck.
Right. I mean, they didn't have a lot of time to get ready for this, Alex. I can tell you a little more about the security effort here. Local and state police will be on the ground along with multiple federal agents across agencies.
So they're going to have federal agents. They're going to have the police. They're going to have everybody at this funeral, y'all. But y'all, let's continue listening and seeing what else is going on for this funeral for tomorrow.
Agencies, more than several hundred officers will be a part of this, both plainclothes and those in uniform. You'll have drones. There are 300 camera positions around the stadium, 5,000 in a larger surrounding area. They are taking security to a top level here, and it will continue through the event.
Like we heard, all hands on deck. Okay, Jay Gray, thank you so much for that.
Wow. Okay, y'all. Let me cancel that. So y'all, this situation, it is getting crazier and crazier. They're already arresting people that has been, posing as a police officer, maybe trying to get in the door ahead of this service so maybe they can see what's going on. I don't know what's going on. A lot of this stuff is very questionable to me, you guys. I mean, maybe to some of y'all too. This whole situation is very, very suspicious to a lot of people. But y'all, let me cue up this next video, and then we'll do like a recap of like everything that kind of has been going on and transpired from Charlie Kirk. Put in the comment box, you guys. Have you guys heard of Charlie Kirk before he passed away? Put a yes or put a no. I didn't know about Charlie Kirk until he passed away. I was unaware of him, never knew that he existed, but a lot of people follow him. A lot of people were, with him, was on his same type of time, I guess, per se. But y'all, let's go ahead and see what this guy has to say about the police ID of the man charged at Kirk's memorial site. So let's go ahead and get into it. Smash the like button. Happy Saturday, everybody.
Welcome back here on Live Now from Fox. It is 2:38 on the East Coast and 11:38 on the West Coast. My name is Josh Breslow, and we will get you right back to the air show as it does resume. But we want to get you to some breaking news that we are following here at this hour, an update to a story that we brought you earlier about an armed man reportedly detained right here at State Farm Stadium over in Glendale, Arizona, that is just outside of Phoenix. And it's where tomorrow an estimated 100,000 people are expected to attend a public service for Charlie Kirk. He is, of course, the conservative political activist who was gunned down at an event earlier this month at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. Again, a live look here outside of State Farm Stadium. But the update here...
Somebody says it's a memorial service, but we call it a funeral, okay? It is a funeral in my sight, okay? Memorial service is when you're celebrating somebody's life, of course, but to me, it's like not at the funeral. A memorial service is when you're celebrating. This is just my take on it. Everybody's different, but a funeral is when you got the body there. Everybody, they're doing a speech. They, having almost like having church with the body in the church, in the wherever the memorial site, whatever the stadium. That is a funeral. A memorial celebration is when the body is not there and people are just coming together and kind of remembering the person's life. That's a memorial. This what we call a funeral. But y'all, let's continue.
As Fox News is now reporting that Arizona officials have charged the man, saying that he was carrying both a gun and a knife and impersonating law enforcement. The Arizona Department of Public Safety telling Fox that Joshua Runkles is charged with impersonating a law enforcement officer, which is a felony, and carrying a weapon in a prohibited place, which is a misdemeanor. A spokesperson for the Secret Service saying that the man was, quote, in the stadium, but it was prior to the setup of any secure perimeter, end quote.
Yes, Alyssa says the funeral is tomorrow. Yes, we call it a funeral. The funeral is tomorrow. So they have a memorial site set up. Yes, a memorial site where they put flowers, where they, probably pictures. That's a memorial site. That's a memorial. But tomorrow is the funeral. They said there's going to be an open casket. His body's going to be inside the stadium. So that is a funeral. Now they go, us black folks, we call it sometimes a homegoing service or funeral, but it's when, you almost having, like we do, we have church just about, we sing some, have some, words and this, that, and the third. Sometimes the choir sing, we have church just about, but, I don't know how they're going to do with his funeral for tomorrow, but y'all, let's continue.
Sources telling Fox News Digital that the man was prior law enforcement, used to be in law enforcement over in Idaho, and the Washington Post now reporting via sources that the man allegedly told Secret Service that he was there to provide private security. Matt Finn over at Fox News posting a little bit more information here, saying man reportedly found with gun and a knife on him inside State Farm Stadium ahead of Charlie Kirk Memorial Sunday. Source familiar says he presented expired law enforcement credentials and was not.
Now, I got a question for y'all. Hold up. I got a question. Do y'all believe that this is true? Because a lot of stuff people are not going for, and they're saying like the text messages are not true. They're saying people put the dialogue, the text dialogue into Chat GPT, and it said that somebody tried to create some kind of like a story using that because the sentences and the way that it was written, it was too well punctuated. It was like a whole questionable situation. And this is going viral about these text messages and the credibility of the FBI and everybody, right? DDOT says setups. Yes, people, they don't feel that, what is really happening is really happening. It's not, it's maybe a liar, pants on fire. The truth is not in them. Get somebody else to do it or get somebody else to believe them. But y'all, let's continue listening about this situation with the man being identified at the memorial site.
Allowed to be inside the stadium. Secret Service statement, the U.S. Secret Service, in coordination with local law enforcement in Glendale, Arizona, is investigating an individual who was observed exhibiting suspicious behavior at State Farm Stadium. The individual was approached by Secret Service and stated during the encounter that he was a member of law enforcement and that he was armed. The individual is not a member of...
Hold on. Eric said he was woken and started to see things clear. Wow, Eric. Probably so. I mean, probably so. But y'all, let's continue. Let's continue.
Authorized law enforcement working the event and is currently in custody. The U.S. Secret Service and local law enforcement are investigating the circumstances as to why he was at the location. Again, a live look here over the stadium itself. As we now know from...
Oh, D-Dot, you are absolutely right. D-Dot says if put someone out, something out that's not supposed to go out, you get taken out. Oh, wow, that's a little deep, D-Dot, but I believe that to be true. I believe that to be true because y'all, people will come up missing in a hot New York heart, New York second, and then you be wondering what happened to JoJo over there? What happened to this person? Y'all, I believe that to be true, D-Dot. I do believe that, but y'all, let's continue.
Fox News via Arizona officials that the man did have both a gun and a knife, and that he has officially been identified as Joshua Runkles. He is charged with a felony and a misdemeanor. That is another look at the post coming in from Fox News as the...
Now, y'all put a yes or put a no if you guys believe that this person was acting as an official like a police officer at this event today, the pre-event the other day when he got detained and then he got arrested. Now he's being identified as Joshua Runkles, if I'm saying that right. But y'all, there's a lot going on. Y'all smash the like button. I mean, y'all, this is so much going on, so much going on. But y'all, let's continue. Let me wrap that back just a little bit. Well, not a little bit, a lot of it.
Man reportedly detained right here at State Farm Stadium over in Glendale, Arizona, that is just outside of Phoenix. And it's where tomorrow an estimated 100,000 people are expected to attend a public service for Charlie Kirk. He is, of course, the conservative political activist who was gunned down at an event.
Hey, Bougie Barbie, how are you? Michael, Jason, Vladimir, welcome in the building, y'all. Happy Saturday. This situation has been taking all kind of turns, ups and downs, left and right, y'all. This story has been going crazy ever since Charlie Kirk has passed away. A lot of stuff has transpired, but y'all, we are just giving you the current updates on it. But y'all, let's continue listening to this gentleman talking about the police identifying the man charged at Charlie Kirk's memorial site.
Earlier this month at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. Again, a live look here outside of State Farm Stadium. But the update here, as Fox News is now reporting that Arizona officials man saying that he was carrying both a gun and a knife and impersonating law enforcement. The Arizona Department of Public Safety telling Fox that Joshua Runkles is charged with impersonating a law enforcement officer, which is a felony, and carrying a weapon in a prohibited place, which is a misdemeanor. A spokesperson for the secret.
But wait a minute, y'all. Hold up, foul on the play. How did he get in there? If there's security, was there security? I got questions, I should say. Was there security around the area, the perimeter, before you get into the memorial venue? I mean, if they're saying that they are having, all this law enforcement, how did he get through with this gun, with this knife, whatever he had? Wouldn't the little what's it called, the little things that go the things that frisk you, would he have been the little thing would have been beeping beep, 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 if he had a gun or a knife or any kind of weapon? Y'all, I have questions, y'all. These stories, I mean, they start to sound a little suspicious to me. I'm just saying. I mean, if this is a protected venue, a protected area, there should be police already around. We know tomorrow's going to be a lot of police officers around, but how did he get into that venue with all of that? I mean, let's be for real, let's be honest. It had me thinking, y'all. I mean, I don't know, y'all. This is so suspicious. But y'all, let's continue.
Service saying that the man was, quote, in the stadium, but it was prior to the setup of any secure perimeter, end quote. Sources telling Fox News Digital that the man was prior law enforcement, used to be in law enforcement over in Idaho, and the Washington Post now reporting via sources that the man allegedly told Secret Service that he was there to provide private security. Matt Finn over at Fox News posting a little bit more information here, saying man reportedly found with gun and a knife on him inside State Farm Stadium ahead of Charlie Kirk Memorial Sunday. Source familiar.
Y'all, that's what I'm saying. How did he even get in? I mean, when this is a situation, this is like a high profile situation. I mean, how did he get in there with a gun? I think they said he had a knife. I mean, does this sound a little suspicious to y'all? Put a yes or put a no in the comment box. I just have questions because I wanted to know if this situation is so high, a high profile situation. How did this person get in with all of this, and how did they stop him? Or how did they know that he had this stuff on him if he made it through security without getting caught? How did he get caught in the inside? Were they just going around saying, let me frisk you, let me touch you or something? I don't know. It sounds very suspicious to me. I don't know. D-Dot says some inside stuff. Lord says he's white. Brennan said he went into the building across from the speaker. RU says impersonating. See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. I don't know. It sounds very kind of questionable to me, because if this is a high profile situation, there should already be police and security around the perimeter to where nobody could just walk in and come in. Even if you say you're a private security guard, they're going to check you. They're going to make sure, okay, what company do you work for? You work for ABC 123 Security Services? Okay, so we need to verify that. Are you on the list of the security people that are coming? Is your name on there? Is your company's name on there? There has to be some type of security check for them to even come in there. I mean, let's be for real. Let's be honest. They're not just gonna say, okay, you're a security guard for ABC 123. Okay, just go ahead and come in. No, they're gonna check and verify if they doing their job, right? If they're doing their job, they're gonna check and verify. Let me look in the computer. Let me look on this printout. Let me call my lieutenant over there on the other side of the building and see if you're able to come in, because you are saying that you are on the list. You're a private security guard, or whatever the case may be. I need to check and verify. But y'all, let's continue.
Says he presented expired law enforcement credentials and was not allowed to be inside the stadium. Secret Service statement: the U.S. Secret Service, in coordination with local law enforcement in Glendale, Arizona, is investigating an individual who was observed exhibiting suspicious behavior at State Farm Stadium. The individual was approached by Secret Service and stated during the encounter that he was a member of law enforcement and that he was armed. The individual is not a member of authorized law enforcement working the event and is currently in custody.
Okay, if he's not a part of the authorized security, how did him get in? Can y'all explain to me? I mean, I'm a little lost, or maybe a lot of bit lost. How did he get in to this facility if he was not, a part of this security force? Whenever you have a high profile situation like this, they put them security guards all around the perimeter. And they have a list, or they have some kind of computer access to verify and validate. Okay, ABC 123 security, private security is on, verified and validated on the list to come in to be a security guard while this situation is, the block is hot with the situation inside this facility. I mean, y'all really tell me, because it don't sound right to me. There's no way that somebody is coming in the stadium with a gun, with the knife, or whatever he had, because when they would do the, first, when they frisk him with that little frisking thing, that little thing should have been, it should have been going off. It should have been singing, you know what I'm saying? What you doing? It should have been doing all of that, beeping and everything. But he got in. When he got in, was somebody frisking him and say, "Hey, you, come here. Hey, you. Hey, you, come over here." It looks like you got a small pocket knife in your pocket about this big that, my eyes are x-ray and I can see straight through to your pockets. Hold on, come here. Let me frisk you down. It doesn't make sense to me, y'all. I'm sorry, but let's continue to listen. It's their story, not mine. Let's listen. I'm just trying to make sense of this all, but it's not adding up. 2 and 2 is not equaling 4. But y'all, let's continue.
The U.S. Secret Service and local law enforcement are investigating the circumstances as to why he was at the location. Again, a live look here over the stadium itself, as we now know from Fox News via...
And look at how big this stadium is. How are you just going to let anybody come in there with this high profile situation? There's no way you can just walk up. It looks like this is the entrance over here, or maybe a lot of the entrances. You could just walk up and say, "I work for ABC 123 private security firm. I'm here to work and provide security services," and then just let them let you just walk in. That's no, absolutely not. No, no, I don't believe that. And maybe y'all believe it. I mean, you're able to, believe and give y'all's opinion, but my opinion is I'm not going for that, because there's no way this man that pops out of the blue is able to get through this situation inside this building, high profile situation going on. And if he did, just let's play devil's advocate. If he did get in there, if he did get in there, how were they able to go and track him out? I'm sure there's a whole bunch of people in there working right now, getting the facility ready for tomorrow. How did they just look at him and say, oh, I think you got a gun on you. Oh my God, I think you got a knife on here. Come here, let me frisk you down. How did they catch him after he got in? If they didn't catch him at the door and do his security check, did he have an ID card before? Did he show the security people that him ID card when he went into the facility? I mean, it sounds very suspicious. I mean, come on now, just like the big gun that was in Tyler Robinson's pants. I mean, all of this is so suspicious. It's mysteriously, very questionable. But y'all, let's continue. Smash the like button. Let's get those likes up, y'all. I just have some questions for they badonkadonks, y'all. Let's continue.
Arizona officials that the man did have both a gun and a knife, and that he has officially been identified as Joshua.
Okay, wait a minute. So he had a gun and a knife. I mean, do you have x-ray vision? If you didn't catch him at the door, how do you know that he had a gun and a knife? I mean, what if the knife was like as small as like a small pinky finger? What if the gun was like very small and not even like visible, like noticeable? How did they catch him? I mean, did somebody have some x-ray vision eyes to say, I see a gun, you got a gun in your pocket, you got a knife in your pocket? I'm trying to figure out. I got a lot of questions because this is very suspicious. He should have never even got inside the building. He should have not even made it through that checkpoint of entry, right? I mean, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I'm just trying to make sense out of this and the stories that they're saying and telling us, and they want us to believe that we fell off the dump truck early this morning. I'm just saying, they think our elevator is not going all the way to the top, but my elevator goes all the way to the top. And I've been to many events, many situations like these, where if you are a part of the security team, you are a part of the team or whatever, they have you on a list. They have you in a computer where you have to look up and get this approval to come in and work. Nobody, if this was true, then that means any of us can go up there and say, yeah, I work for ABC 123 private security firm, and I'm supposed to be working from 8 to 1. Anybody can do that. And this is just not, come on now, this they showing their inconsistencies. I'm just saying, y'all. I mean, are they riding the short yellow bus? I'm just saying, y'all. I don't know who is providing this information, but honey, baby, chicken child, I think they need to go back to the drawing board. That's all I'm saying, because it's not making sense. If this is a high profile situation, you tell me that anybody can go to that door and say, I work for the security company, and they get, okay, come on in. Yeah, come on in. Welcome in. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But let's continue, y'all.
Runkles. He is charged with a felony and a misdemeanor. That is another look at the post coming in from Fox News, as the Department of Homeland Security has designated Charlie Kirk's memorial service a level 1 special event. Now, that is the highest possible rating, matching the security planning of the Super Bowl. A law enforcement bulletin obtained by ABC News says authorities are, quote, tracking several threats of unknown credibility. And those final preparations are underway for the event, which is expected to include about 100,000 people, both inside and outside of the stadium that holds about 63.
My baby Jamil Peterson said, wow. Yes, it's a very wow. It's a big number, but they're saying that this is how much the stadium holds. Now, if these people, all come, this is how many people pretty much can be like held in this stadium at the what's it called, the State Farm Stadium, and it's in Arizona, I believe, somewhere in Arizona that the stadium is at. But it's a huge stadium. It looks very, very nice, right? It's huge. It is humongous. It is really, really big. But my question is, how did homeboy get across the DMZ to get up in there, and then all of a sudden he's caught with the gun and with the knife, when they are telling people, you can't have these suitcases, you can't bring no purses? I mean, they're already telling people when they are even flying into that airport that's closest to the stadium. They're telling people, don't wear this, don't have this, do this, wear your Sunday best. We having church, wear your red, white, and blue best dress, suit and tie for the men and dress. I mean, they are preparing for this. So you telling me They doing all that preparing, but they let somebody in that had a gun and a knife that was acting like a security guard, a private security guard. I mean, just make it make sense. I'm just saying. My baby Jamil says it's already thousands of people that just showed up today. I just got done watching it. It's crazy. Wow. See, they're already showing, a lot of people is already showing up. They are already showing up. Are they going to be going and kind of like camping out and trying to well, I don't know, maybe people are willing to camp out because they want to get inside to this funeral. So I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's see. This is really crazy. This is really, really crazy. But y'all, let's continue. Let's continue listening.
1,000. Live Now from Fox is going to have live coverage starting tomorrow at noon Eastern Time.
Okay, my baby Jamil said they have overflow across the street. Oh, okay, so they have an overflow across the street. So okay, Kyle says during survival. Yes, Kyle, during survival. Jamil says that girl was that dumb to keep talking crap. I know, and we sent her to the block party. So if you watching that girl or whatever your name is, I hope you have a happy Saturday. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't come up in my chat and be disrespectful to me and my hubby. Absolutely not. It's all about being respectful. If you don't agree with something, you don't have to call nobody dumb. How do you think me and Jamil feel about you? You know, you just never know. But anyway, we're not gonna let that distract us. We're gonna finish reporting on this story. So y'all, let's continue.
And the service itself will be at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. That is 11 a.m. local time right there at State Farm Stadium. We're going to bring you the service live and uninterrupted, commercial-free on Live Now from Fox with a long list of speakers, including President Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, as well as Kirk's wife, Erica, who was recently elected to lead her husband's organization, Turning Point USA. Again, our live coverage does start tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time right here on Live Now from Fox.
Okay, so it said 12 p.m. tomorrow is the funeral services. Let me rewind that just a teeny bit to make sure I caught that right. Hold on, y'all.
Turning Point USA. Again, our live coverage does start tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time right here on Live Now.
Bougie Barbie said, I sent her a hot toddy over there. Oh, Bougie Barbie, thank you. Bougie Barbie, she works our bar section over here at the lounge. She makes the hot toddies and sends them about their way. Whenever somebody comes up in here and acts very disrespectful, we just send them to the block party and we put the teacups in. Matter of fact, put the teacups in the comments so we can give her some extra hot toddies to go. All right, thank you. But let's continue. Let me hold on. Let me wrap that back just a little bit, you guys. Okay, let me wrap it back.
Again, our live coverage does start tomorrow
Thank you, Bougie
at 12
Barbie.
p.m. Eastern Time right here on Live Now from Fox.
Okay, so 12 p.m. Eastern time is when they're gonna start. The services start at least, or when they're gonna start. Going live about the situation. So definitely, okay. I see a couple of hot teacups in the chat. Yes, indeed, y'all. These people. We ain't got time for it. But y'all, let's continue. Let me cue up the next video because y'all, there's a lot going on. Hold on, you guys. Let me take my little thing out of here. There is so much going on, you guys. I mean, this situation, like I said, however you feel, if you feel like you're for Charlie, okay, you're for Charlie. Everybody, has the right to feel how they want to feel, and it's okay. Some people don't, they disagree at a lot of things, but they could be best friends, even husband and wife, spouse, whatever your spouse is. Me and Jamil don't agree on everything 100% of the time. And you don't want anybody that's going to agree with you 100% of the time because you're going to be like, oh, you don't have your own thoughts? You just want to follow me? No, you should have your own thoughts. I cannot, I don't want nobody that's always going to agree with me. Yes, No, make it interesting, but be respectful. There's nothing wrong with not agreeing with somebody. It's okay. People that are my followers, subscribers, they don't agree with everything I say, but they still come and support, and that's okay. As long as you're being respectful, everybody has a voice, right? Everybody has a voice. And you should You should be able to voice your opinion, but just be respectful. That's all we ask. That's all we ask. Y'all know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean, Jelly Bean, right? That says right. Exactly. Exactly. Angela says, I don't like C. Kirk. See, Angela says she don't like him. Kyle says, you and Jamil both have me as fans. Salute. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. Lorna says, yes, yes. Look, everybody don't like spaghetti and fried fish like I do, right? I'm not going to try to shove anything down their throat to make them believe it. I'm just going to say what I believe it. I like spaghetti. I like spaghetti and fried fish. I love spaghetti and fried fish, actually, but I'm not going to shove it down their throat talking about, if you don't like it, you can take out the peppers. You could take out the kielbasa, the chicken sausage, because I don't eat pork. You can take out the onions and the peppers and the mushrooms, the black olives, and try to eat it then and see. No, if you don't like it, you just don't like it. It is what it is, right? I'm just saying. Nacho, hey, Nacho says, well, the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ liked them. Exactly. He did. God loves everybody. God loves all of his children, right? Absolutely. I agree. Antonio's new subscriber. Thank you. Thank you. TJ says I keep it real, people 100. It is what it is, and no, that's right. Yes, I say what's right is right. I don't care who you are. If any of my friends, any of my maybe some people I know, whatever, if they come and tell me I done stole a candy bar from the store, you think I'm gonna say, oh, good win, oh yes, no, because I don't believe in stealing. So I'm gonna let them know why you steal that candy bar. Why did you come over here and ask for $1? I don't believe in stealing, so I'm not gonna support that. I'm just saying right is right, wrong is wrong. However you look at it, however you chop it, slice it up, no matter who it is, I'm going to tell you how I feel, if it's right or if it's wrong, right? And even with me, if I'm doing something, sometimes somebody says, girl, you was wrong for that. Okay, let me check myself. Okay, I've done it before. Said something or did something, and that you ain't okay. I'm sorry. Let me check myself, right? FMC, hey, FMC, how are you? Hey, FMC says, hey, the lounge and chat finally caught alive. Sounds like someone in the chat is in need of a bottle of Act Right. Yes, FMC, yes. We sent them to the block party with, and Bougie Barbie, she's our bartender. She sent them to the block party with the teacups for the hot toddy. Yeah, we sent them to the block party with the hot toddy. So we put the teacups in the comments to send them on their way, wherever they may lay or wherever they may slay. But we're not going to be disrespectful to nobody, because I don't like when people are disrespectful to each other. There's no need for that. It's always about being respectful. You don't go to work talking, to your supervisor crazy. You don't go in there and say you're dumb, stupid, and all this.
I just put this on your channel.
Oh, you did? Let me see.
The people that's
Charlie Kirk was assassinated.
there.
Okay, hold on, y'all. But
more people arriving
more
in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
There are people there today. Like thousands of people are spending the night camping out.
Oh wow, y'all. Oh wow.
So it's going to be big. Like, remember I told you they had like a VIP thing already?
Yeah.
That's where it's saying there's going to be that many people, because people already have their seats and everything booked. They done made an overflow room, which is all the way across the street. Because it's going to be that packed.
Okay, so they got an overflow. My baby just came in. They got an overflow. So people are hold on real quick. Let me see. Hold on just a second, you guys. So they are saying that let me refresh this. So my baby Jamil just said that they are people that are already showing up for the funeral, y'all. They are trying to, I guess, get there. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Because I'm trying to see what. So this is there. A lot of people are coming already to the memorial, from what Jamil said. He put he queued up a video for me. I'm just trying to grab it. So there's a lot of people. Hold on. So there's a lot of people that are already coming. It's the last video I just put. Okay, thank you, baby. Thank you. Kamsahamnida. Let's see. Okay. There's, hold on, y'all. Hold up, y'all. There's a lot of people that are showing up. Okay, there's a lot of people that are showing up at this memorial already, you guys. So at the stadium, let me get my little baby. There's a lot of people already showing up at the stadium. So y'all, let's check this out. This is a Fox News report. It just happened, let me see, not too long ago. So this is a Fox News report. So it just happened. So they're showing up here. It says authorities brace for protest disruption at Kirk's Arizona Memorial. So y'all, let's go ahead and play this and see what in the Waka Flocka Flame is going on. Uh-oh. Hold on.
Mourner.
Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I don't know why this is doing this.
Continue to visit Turning Point USA headquarters in Phoenix to honor Charlie Kirk as the nation prepares to say goodbye tomorrow. Supporters are leaving heartfelt messages and remembering the impact that Kirk had on young people across the country. Jeff Paul is in Phoenix with more for us now. Jeff.
Well, yeah, John, it has been more than 10 days since Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and this memorial here in Phoenix outside the Turning Point USA headquarters just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Crowds are really starting to show up here, and we expect it to only get busier as we get closer and closer to that planned public memorial at nearby State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona.
Wow.
Now, a lot of the folks we've talked to.
Wait a minute. Do y'all see? This is a lot. He has a lot of support. He did have a lot of support for those who, believed in him, for those who supported him. There's a lot. Look at all those flowers, balloons. People are showing up for him. Y'all, this is going to be huge tomorrow, but y'all know we is going to go live. So look at all of those flowers. Oh my God, the balloons, the flowers. Wow. So let's continue to listen, you guys.
Are locals, they're from Arizona, but there's still a big portion of folks who are coming in from all over the country, from coast to coast, and in some cases around the world.
Oh,
they tell
wow.
us that if they can't get in.
Look at, they even did, let me roll that back. They didn't even did little picture frames. Look at, they got like creative. Y'all know I love arts and crafts. I'm like, hold up. Look at that. Look at the picture frame. I mean, they took the time to make it. I don't know if this is a homemade picture frame, but that's really nice. I'm not even going to hate on that person because I love arts and crafts. Now I don't know if that's handmade or just brought, but that is pretty. I like that. But look at, they got roses, they got balloons, they got flowers, they got a lot of stuff. So they getting a little creative with placing things at his memorial site. But y'all, let's continue listening.
They tell us that if they can't get in tomorrow, they're going to just watch the stream, and they feel that it's a fitting honor that both President Trump and Vice President Vance will be speaking. However, we do know that authorities are preparing for some protests and possible.
Oh, wow. And we see this building again, you guys. They are, look at, like I said, this right here has to be huge, because look at how little the little basket is. So y'all can imagine how huge that picture is, right? That's huge. How did they get that done so quick? I don't know, but that thing is huge. It looked like it's real humongous. But y'all, let's continue.
Disruptions. We spoke with Turning Point USA's Andrew Colvett, who says Charlie wasn't about violence. He wanted a revival, not a revolution. Colvett has this message for those who might show up tomorrow to cause trouble.
Don't be a fool. And also, you're going to be outnumbered. And nobody wants anything bad or negative to happen. We want this to be a celebration of Charlie's life. Respect our friend, respect what he meant to us. And if you want to protest, that's fine, that's your right, but do it in the appropriate time and place. And
y'all, I can respect that. We do have to give, respect. Tomorrow is his funeral. We have to be respectful, whether you liked him or you didn't. Respectful of, his family, the people he that supported him, his followers, everybody who is, was, he was, I guess, who was driven to him, I guess, per se. So we do have to be respectful with the funeral situation. I hope nobody goes up there acting up, but I think that there's going to be a couple of crash outs. I'm just saying, I don't like to be negative, but I just like to keep it real, because people, like, look at how this security guard allegedly got up into the facility. So could y'all imagine how many other people are going to be going there for a crash out? I mean, I don't know. I hope they don't come, but I think there may be one, maybe two crash outs at this funeral tomorrow. But I'm just saying, this how the climate has changed so much with all of this going on, and this is just what it has basically boiled down to. I hope the security is like really right and tight, and not like the security that allowed this alleged person to come in there and act like he was a security guard. I hope they got some tighter security stipulations tomorrow, because if not, if they are letting people in like that, I mean, it's going to be some problems. But y'all, let's continue.
That is your free speech.
Oh, FMC says, that's what I'm saying to the lounge. Yes, exactly. Absolutely. But y'all, let's continue. Smash the like button, y'all. Let's get more likes up in the building.
But it doesn't mean you need to be a jerk.
Now, Andrew Colvin also telling us that for the folks who want to go to the public memorial tomorrow at State Farm Stadium, to get there early, it's going to be a pretty hectic situation with so many crowds coming in and so many VIPs like President Trump speaking. But he says that if somehow you can't get inside the stadium, they're going to have an overflow at nearby Desert Diamond Arena just across the street. John?
That is going to be quite an event.
Wow. And it is going to be quite an event, you guys. But I hope that it's an event where nobody is going to, crash out. But like I said, I do believe, I don't like to be negative, but I'm just saying look at what they did to the ABC building, y'all. They just shot that ABC building up. They is upset about Jimmy Kimmel, getting fired from ABC. So some older man, it was 64, they said, he went over there and shot him up, shoot him up. He was crashing out and shot 3 shots, I believe. And that's just what it is. These people are crashing out. These people are hardcore fans. They like who they like, and they will, push it to the limits on, some people will push it to the limits for the person that they like, the person that they believe in. Let's just be for real. Let's be honest. That's just what it's coming to. But let me go back let me see. Let me go back to this video. Let me see. Now, this video right here, y'all. This video right here is Charlie Kirk's final moments. So we're going to see his last moments. We're going to see how he was acting, how he was dealing with, hold on just a second. Hold on.
Foxtrot.
How he was moving, how he was feeling before he passed away. So they captured it says Chief of Staff reveals Charlie Kirk's final moments at Utah University. Yeah, we have to send another person to the block party. Bye, Linda. You don't have to be here, honey bunny. You can go over there to the block party wherever you may lay or wherever you may slay. But you're not going to come in here and be disrespectful. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is not the channel for you. I'm not mad at you. Nobody's holding you hostage. So don't let the Lord hit you don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Okay? And y'all, put the hot toddy teacups in the comment box for her, since she feels like she wants to be disrespectful. That's what happens when you be disrespectful, right? All right. Okay, Gloria says bye, Linda. Yep, we see some bye, Linda. Hope you have a wonderful Saturday. You can watch all you want to, but you can't say nothing, boo-boo. Okay, hold on. Let me cue up this video, you guys. So this is the last moments of Charlie. This is what happened to him. So Corey got the teacups. We got Antonio is that the beer mug? Antonio Harris, is that the beer mug? I am weak. You gonna give her a hot toddy in the beer mug? Oh man, that hot toddy gonna take care of her immediately. FMC got the teacups. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Y'all are hilarious. I love y'all. But y'all, let's see the last moments of Charlie Kirk. Like I said, I did not know Charlie Kirk before he got killed, and now I see that a lot of videos going around, which I don't agree with what he was saying. It was some very rough stuff he was saying, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Some people loved him. Johnny got the cuts too. Okay, Jamila got the wine glass, the beer bud. Y'all is hilarious. Y'all is hilarious. But y'all, I'm going to show this footage, and it shows his last moment. It seems like he's riding to this event, and we're going to see how his spirit was, how he was, how he was feeling before he passed away. Sadly, like I said, I don't agree with nobody losing their life for what they believe in. I don't. That was his freedom of speech. That's what he wanted to say. That's how he felt. Okay, we feel a different way. For those who feel a different way about him, some people agree with him, and that's okay. Some people don't agree with him. It's okay. Some people do agree with him, and that's okay. But we're just going over his last final moments at the Utah University. So let's go ahead and get into it and see how his time was before. And this is them in a car. It looks like they were in a car, kind of like talking, enjoying, as people do, when they're going places, they kind of chit-chatting, listen to music, talking or whatever. So these are his last moments.
Way I can start to get my mind to figure out where they were rescued. Let's go. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Just give him a little taste.
Do y'all see how many people it was? How many students? They say it was 2,000 to 3,000 people. That is a lot of people, a lot of students, right? 2,000 to 3,000. That is a lot. That's a lot, a whole lot. But y'all, let's continue. Oh, wait. What is he? Oh, he throwing hats. Is that hats, you guys? I think it looks like a hat. I think that's a hat. Looks like he's throwing hats. Okay, so he was throwing hats to the students. Wow. Okay, all right. So let's continue, you guys. Wow. I wonder, you guys, hold on, let's replay that. I wonder if he signed those hats. I wonder, does anybody know, does he like sign hats? Does he normally like do this? Is this like a part of what he would do when he would go to these college campuses? Would he always like give hats, but would he sign the hats, or would he just like throw the hats? I don't know. I was just wondering, were they like signed hats? Because you know how you go to concerts and then the person may take off their shirt and throw it, or the hat and throw it, or whatever. Is it like are they signed? Yes. Okay. Some signed. Okay. So some are signed. Oh, okay. And some Jamila says MAGA hats. Okay. Akram says yes, he usually does. Okay. So Fast says yeah, he does sign them. Oh, okay. All right. So let's wrap that back again.
Start to get my mind to figure out where they were rescued. Let's go. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Just give him a little taste.
Now I got a question, you guys, because like I said, I never followed or knew about Charlie Clark. Now, whenever he would do these speeches at these universities, was it always a packed house like this? Do y'all know? I mean, I don't know. Was it a packed house all the time whenever he would do his debates at these colleges? Let me know. Put a yes or no. Put a yes or no. All right, let's continue. Oh, my baby says a setup. Okay, FMC says I never knew who he was until all this happened. Me too. Me too. John says usually bigger crowds. Oh wow. Okay. Tube says yes. Fast says yes. Hate turned to love over the few years. Wow. Raider says rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Justin says Santa is a little weirdo. Then you wait. Santa is a little weirder than you think. JJ says, you see who is in the crowd. Akron says, depends on the setup. Okay, wow. Oh wow. Braun says, good white folks. Miss Play says, who's in the crowd, JJ? Silver says, Duck Charlie. Akra says, some are like pop-ups, some are speeches. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never found I never seen, like, I didn't know about him at all. Not even my children. And my children are, college age, a little older than college age. So when this came out, my son texted me, hey, Charlie Kirk, got killed. I was like, do you know who he is? I said, I don't know who he is. He said, no. So maybe he's a popular, to, of course, that like college university students, of course, because that's who he pretty much will go around, talking to or debating or whatever. But y'all, let's continue. Wow.
A lot of the things that make
Wow.
up who we are really.
All right, hold on. Let me hold on, you guys. So what do y'all think about let's just have like a hold on just a second. Let me get situated, y'all. Let me get situated. So y'all, we gonna just talk a little bit. Like, can we talk, family? Can we have a chit chat? Let me stop this video real quick. So tell me, you guys, tell me y'all's thoughts on this situation. Okay, first of all, do y'all care? Did y'all like Charlie Kirk? Did y'all follow him? What was y'all's take? Because, I mean, there's been a lot of people have been, they have their thoughts and they have their opinions, as they should, as their freedom of speech rights. Fam said there's a dark shadow behind you. No, that's a Christmas tree. It's my moving Christmas tree. You see my Christmas tree? It's moving. It's my Halloween Christmas tree. Do y'all see it moving? Hold on. Let me see. It's going to move. Hold on. Do y'all see it? It's moving. It's the Halloween studio we did. But I still got to put little things up. So it's not somebody behind. It's a Halloween Christmas tree. So let's see. Jeffrey says I support TPUSA. Okay, but what is TPUSA? What is their mission? Do you guys know what their mission is? I don't know. It's not even October. Bougie Barbie says, yes, I agree. Yes, we set up early because we always set up early for the holidays. Lady Kia says, didn't know him, but he wasn't no one important. See, that's how Lady Lady Kia feels. Goal says Turning Point America. Okay, Turning Point. Okay, thank you, Bougie Barbie. Thank you, Goal. Birthday Princess says, yeah, Kia, he wasn't anyone. Turning Point USA. Okay, I support you. Thank you, King. Thank you. So their organization, like I said, I have to do a little bit more research into it. But I know what's her name? Candace Owens, y'all. She seemed like she is a lot of bit salty. Like she is really, really upset about the situation. And she's saying a lot of things. I mean, I can't even keep up, but I don't even keep up with Candace. I don't know much about Candace Owens either. I never followed her. I just seen her. And maybe listen to it maybe a few times, very few times, very few times. But what I did gather with her during this situation is she's saying that everything that they're saying, you know, they're lying, this didn't happen, or this is questionable, this is very suspicious. I think that she got in contact with, was it Tyler Robinson's, I don't know what, a lover, boyfriend, transgender girlfriend. I don't know what, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but however you say it, he Candace Owens got in touch with his the transgender's family, and she was like talking about questions, and she had some questions for him. So I don't know what's her stance, but she is upset. Now, do y'all think, put a yes or put a no, do y'all think Candace is gonna go to his funeral tomorrow? I don't know. And I seen something too. I didn't hear anything because I didn't click on the video. I seen where there was somebody on YouTube that was saying that the wife and Candace Owens are like, something's going on with that. I don't know. Is it because Candace Owens, I think she's still with that business, the TPUSA, I believe. But I don't know. I didn't get into the meat and potatoes of that. Do y'all know what's going on in the meat and potatoes with that? With Candace and Kirk's wife, because I know Candace and Charlie seemed like they were like BFFs. I mean, I seen them singing, like dancing. I know they both like the Kanye West, but I don't know. Okay, I can't read that name, but it says she's not, but she was close to them. Okay. Ramba says she said she's not because it's too public and organized by the feds. Oh wow. Charlie says, what's the point of this? Akram says Candace doesn't work with TP anymore. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot going on, y'all. There's a lot. Okay, Jeffrey says Kirk's wife is now running TPS. Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah, thanks, Jeffrey. Lady Kia says my IQ is very low and I'm still alive. Kia, you is a mess. Go X says I have followed him for over 5 years and I've understood all his debates. She said she won't be there. Oh, wow. I'm surprised that she won't be there, though, you guys, because she seems like she's so hard up. Like, no matter who's there, no matter who's not there, it seems like she will go hard to be there because it seemed like she had a very genuine connection to him. Now, I don't know how genuine the connection was, but I don't know. Great TV says, Israel is wildin'. Oh, wow. Mark C says, yeah, she's supposed to be at home for her children. Oh, okay. Bronson says, and BLS Young Black leaders, Charlie Kirk looked out for all. Okay. Michelle said they will try to get, you think, wait, Michelle, you said they will try to get her? Oh, so do they have like a vendettas? Because I don't get into politics, y'all. So y'all got to help me out. Because I don't know nothing about all this Charlie Kirk and all this stuff. I just know what I seen, but I don't know a history on them. But y'all think that they're going to try to get Candace Owens, y'all? I don't know. FMC said she might be afraid to go due to threats, possibly. Yeah, maybe. FMC, yes, possibly true. Bronson says look up BLS. Okay, I'll look it up. Michelle says, yep. I don't know, somebody here a pretty below Michelle has a pretty thing like handle, but I can't read it. My eyes there, I can't read that small. But they're saying, yes, Israel did it to Yi and many more. Oh, wow. Michelle says they fired her. Oh, wow. Y'all telling me a whole lot of stuff. Steven says, stop talking about it if you don't know. No, I'm going to continue to talk about it. And if you don't want to hear, nobody's holding you hostage, Steven. That's all we're going to say, right? All right, next. Bob says, it's good versus evil, of course. Oh, wow. True. John says, pray for protection, guidance, wisdom, and love. Yes, amen, John. Psalms 91, the canopy of protection. I always say that because I'm telling you, this stuff is getting crazy and out of hand. Eddie said they're coming for everyone. Oh, wow. I know this is crazy, y'all. I mean, Trump was saying, some mean things. I mean, to me, I found it to be mean about Jimmy Kimmel. He was telling him, he said something, I forgot, I said on my first live, but then he was saying, and Jimmy Kimmel's next, and then this person next, that person next. But y'all, these are the things that I'm saying. It's like what's good for the gander is not good for what's good for the goose is good for the gander. But really and truly, it's only good for certain people that to say what they feel, right? Like I said, if I don't like somebody's spaghettis, if it's missing a couple of ingredients or I just don't like it, it's dry, whatever the case may be, and I say something, is that constituting somebody from telling me I can't come to the restaurant no more because maybe they got something else on the menu, like banning me from the restaurant? That's just not like, this crazy. It is really crazy. But yeah, I don't know, you guys. These things has come, to a crazy situation with Justin Poole. What is 4M? 40M. I don't know what you're talking about. But it is really crazy. Let me see. Y'all is a mess. Philip, y'all's a mess. Dorian says, okay, the chat is going fast. Only one says Lady Kia didn't earn it. Okay. John says, look on the internet, find out who Charlie was. He started Turning Point 2016, became a conservative activist. And all anyone needs to do is look up Charlie Kirk. Ask me anything you need to find. Okay, thank you, John. Thank you. I appreciate it. So yes, John, let me ask you questions, because John says like he's been he started to he got some information. So John, I have a question. So with them starting Turning Point, what is Turning Point's mission? And was Candace and Charlie, were they like going together, like whatever Turning Point is or does? Were they working like together, like like if it was engagements, I don't know, at the colleges, were they both going to like do these engagements? I mean, I don't know. Bougie Barbie says, John, why did people like him? Benny says they don't talk about love only agenda. Both parties do it. That's true. Both parties, they're kind of clashing. That's true. Sid says, remember Jesus is a Palestinian. Godfrey says for a while. Okay, PPN says spreading truth and Christianity. Okay, Eddie says and he began to party with the Republicans and was promoting them like Trump and all the people that work for Trump. Oh, y'all, let me say this. I did listen to Candace, right? I did listen to Candace. Justin says don't need read that. Okay, I have a statement, y'all. I guess a statement. I was watching Candace, right? And she was saying something to the effect, and y'all let me know how y'all feel on this, because I don't know. Like I said, I don't know nothing about Candace. I don't know nothing about TPSU or however that organization, nothing about Charlie, but like some videos I seen. But what's her name? Candace Owens was saying that he was trying to stop talking about what he was talking about, and they didn't want to like release him from that mission, I guess, per se. So this is why she's, I guess from what I understood, why, because she said something about he didn't even have custody of himself. So I was like, well, did he sign up for one of them naughty dotty parties? That's what it sounded like to me, because Candace was like he wanted to get custody back of himself, and I'm like, custody of himself? Does that mean he signed up for a program and then he didn't suit the program's needs? Or maybe when he did say, I don't want to do this no more, I don't want to talk about Trump, I don't want to support Trump anymore, and then he let Candace know, and Candace really knows or knew that he didn't want to do what he was still doing. I mean, I don't know. What is 40 million? What is that, Justin Poole? I don't know what you're trying to say. Justin Poole says, Jimmy salary. Okay, thank you, Justin. Okay, what? Justin, hold up, wait a minute. 40 million? What? His salary was $40 million a year? So who was paying him? Justin, who was paying him? What? Who was paying him, Justin? Was he on the Republicans' payroll? Was he pushing this agenda because the Republicans wanted him to? And is this the program that he signed up for? And is this... Oh. Justin said, yeah. Oh. So this is a program he signed up for. He no longer wanted to be with the program, Justin. Am I saying that right, Justin? He wanted to no longer be with this program. He didn't want to do this I support Trump stuff no more. And it came to somebody's attention, so they said, we got to take you out. Is that what happened? Justin, you know a little bit of information. But that's what Candace said. Candace said he wanted to get custody back of himself. Let me find that video. Let me see if I can find that video, because when I heard Candace say that, I was like, what is she being talking custody? He a grown man. What, he need to get custody of himself? We all grown. I mean, last time I checked, it looked like he had a whole wife and some children. So that means he's grown, right? But when she was saying that, I was like, oh my God. Oh. Wait, hold on. Let me see what Justin, wait, what did Justin say last? Let me see. FMC said it's all political, deeper than yes, I think so too, FMC. I think so too. Justin, hold on, Justin. Justin is giving us the TEA, baby. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that video, you guys. Let me look up this video while we still chit-chatting, y'all. Let's look up this video, because what Candace was saying and what Justin is saying is really making sense. It's really making a lot of sense. It's really making sense. Hold on. Let me see. Hold up. Let's see. Let's see. Because when Candace said that, I'm like, what does he need to get custody back of himself? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Let me see. Who ordered? Okay, let me see if I can kind of play it in her video real quick and see if I can find it. Because she said, she made sense. She said, Charlie, I think she said, if I understood her correctly, Justin says, yeah, that ain't 40. Wait, 40, wait, 40. Wait, Queen said, right, 400,000 or 40 million. Wait, what is it? 40, I think you said 40 million, right, Justin? Justin, I believe you said 40 million, because you're putting 40 in the M. Oh my goodness, hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find this, because she put in there that he wanted cut. Okay, Justin, okay, wow, this is getting crazier. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can. Okay, let me see if I can find it in the transcript where she talks about. Let me see. Where she talks about having custody of where she says, hey, Real Eyes, how are you? Welcome. Where Candace talks about having custody of himself. But let me see If I can't find it, y'all know I'm gonna go dig for it, because I heard her say that just the other day. And I heard her say this just the other day. Let me see. See, I can't even find it. I'm gonna probably have to like kind of scroll through some of her videos where she beat, because I know it was within the last couple of days. I remember her. Matter of fact, it was on, hold on, let me see the date, because I had to retwist my son's dreads. I had to do his dreads, and I was doing his dreads and listening to Candace at the same time. And that was on Wednesday, the 17th. So that was 1, 2, 3, like 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Let me see. So it has to be in this one. Let me see, Candace. Okay. I'm going to have to find it and scroll through it and see. Candace was talking about Israel, not Trump. Melody said it was Israel wanted to back turning point for him to talk them up. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Miss Play says, I bet not one person in this chat has watched the uncensored footage. Justin says, Sid. Deshaun says she said that Charlie was under pressure to not talking bad about Israel and it's okay, Deshaun. See, y'all be gotten the tea. See, I don't know. Thank y'all for this information. Scott says, are you talking about Charlie Kirk? Yes. Yeah, we're talking about Charlie Kirk. So Justin got y'all got a lot of information. Matthew says, that's what I thought. Dorian says it's a lot of mental cases in here today. Quinn said Jimmy Kimmel's made 40 mil, not Kirk. Kirk made 40K. Okay, I don't know. FMC says misplaced melanin. I did. Yeah, y'all, there's like so much going on, y'all. I'm gonna have to go over Candace's video for the like 3 days ago. Justin says, thank you, Sid. I'm gonna have to go. Okay, what did Sid say? Sid said, according to various reports from 2025, Jimmy Kimmel's salary for hosting Jimmy Kimmel's Live is estimated to be between 15 million and 16 million per year. Oh, wow. So he was making a whole lot of money over there in them streets, right? Wow. FMC says, look like it to me, but the video was grainy. Today, you never know. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. And what is y'all's take on, okay, I got another question, you guys, because like I said, I don't know about none of these people. And there's so much stuff going on. It's like, I don't have time. Sid said Jimmy is a rich sister. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm sure he got a good couple of dollars, right? 28 years working for ABC, that's a lot. Justice say, just saying. Just saying, Justin. John says, Sid, because that was a Justin lie, use Google idiots. Okay, let's not be negative. Quinn says the money is all mixed up. Okay, what about Tucker Carlson? Who is Tucker Carlson and what does he believe in? Because who is that? Can y'all help me out with that? Who is Tucker Carlson? Because I see him on right now on Candace's channel. Well, Candace is talking about him. Who is Tucker Carlson? I don't know who him is. And I have not looked him up either. Justin says, I got $25 in my bank account. Justin, you was the best. Warriors Peace says at Gil DeRay, how hard is it to only show text messages that put you in a positive light? How about Charlie's phone? I'm sure the messages on Charlie's phone doesn't align. I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of wondering, like I said, it's the way that I took it. And like I said, I don't know the whole story in the situation. But when Candace said that Charlie was trying to get custody back of himself, I was like, he must have signed up for a program he's trying to like no longer be a part of, and they're not taking it lightly or politely. I mean, that's what it almost sounds like to me, y'all. I mean, I don't know. Misplaced Melodin said FMC always leave that as an open possibility because so many people are fooled by this. Sonic Deshaun says he wasn't a friend of Charlie clerks and a right-wing commentator. He's also cool with Candace. Oh, okay. So Tucker Carlson is cool with Candace. Is that right? Is that right, Deshaun? Tucker is amazing. Sid says Tucker is amazing now. Okay, Eddie says the president will be there. Yeah, that's what they're saying. The president's gonna be there. Deshaun says he was not. He was not. Wasn't. Yes. Okay. Melanie Brown says yes. Deshaun says yes. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot going on, you guys. I mean, I'm kind of like really like wondering like with that situation, because like I said, I don't listen to politics, so it's like I have to kind of get spun up, but there's so much going on. It's like I don't even have time to be listening to all these different people, because it's like 11 like people that is kind of like in this whole like what I'm saying, debacle. It's like you got to go back and find out who this person is, who that person is, what they believe in, what they say, what's their all this stuff, and I'm like, this is a whole lot. I don't get into politics like that, so I don't know. John says, wow, you need to get online. Sid Meta AI is saying you lied. 2016, Charlie made $27,000 from a CEO position, but last year Charlie Kirk made $407 million. John, that's what John is saying, that according to Google. Y'all, this is crazy. That's a lot of money to be like. But like I said, did he sign up for a program, you guys, that he no longer wanted to be a part of? Because that's what I was getting, but I don't know that to be true. Because like I said, I'm like, this makes you wonder. I'm just saying, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Oh, alopecia got my mind thinking. I'm like, this is a lot. Okay, Nate says 407K, not million. Oh, 407,000, not 407 million. Eddie said no, it's deeper. Oh, Eddie, is it real deep? Like deep, deep, deep? Like deep, deep, deep? I'm wondering. Oh my goodness. Eddie said it's deep. Oh, he was a puppet. Eddie. See, that's what when I heard, wait, who said that? Hold on. Eddie said he was a puppet. See, Eddie, that's what I was wondering. When I heard Candace say that just the other day, I was like, is he a puppet? And he didn't, because from what I took, and I may be taking it wrong, and I'll take the L, but how I took it was like he was no longer wanting to do this. Like he was like, I'm not going to be supporting Trump no more. I don't like this. I want to get out. I want to get away. I don't want to deal with this no more. And then it's like they took him out because of that. I mean, this is how I feel that what I gather. Now, I may be wrong and I'll take the L, but this is what I was saying. I was thinking. So I don't know. Eddie says, watch the video. Michelle said, no, he loved Trump. But why is Candace saying that he wanted to take custody of himself? Like, what did that mean, y'all? Do y'all know what that means? Melody said y'all need to do a Charlie Kirk on YouTube and listen. John says, Sid, hold on. Sid, I've used 3 searches, all come out a total worth of 14 million. And as CEO, Turning Point made 407 million a year. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. Wow, it's a lot going on, y'all. Quinn says, I feel Eric Kirk crying at the casket was so phony. Oh wow, Quinn, I didn't see that. I feel Eric his wife, yeah. Oh my God. D Johnson says, hey everyone, the world is nuts. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you too, D. It's crazy, you guys. I don't know. Misplaced Melanin, Misplaced Melanin said Tucker's dad was CIA. What do you think that means for Tucker Carl? Oh wow, y'all. This is a lot going on, y'all. This is a lot going on. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. PPN says prove me wrong. Okay, PPN, let me read what you got to say. PPN said, show us the video of her saying that, and then maybe we could tell you. So far, it's just you that is putting words into Candace's mouth. No, I'm not putting words into Candace's mouth. This is what she was saying. She said that that he wanted to get custody of himself back. And word for word, I can't remember word for word, but that's what she said. She said he wanted to get custody back. And I'm like, what do you mean? So PPN, I will look up that video and definitely, even if I post a clip, or because like I said, I will have to watch the whole video where she said this. But hold on, let me see if I can find where she said this. So okay, let's just listen and see wherever she says. Okay,
the regular scale will never.
Let's see where she says this, because she said it and I was shocked. But let's
ready. Sounds pretty professional.
Let's just
I don't
listen.
know what to tell you guys though, because what they're telling us is that is just the way the 22-year-olds are speaking these days. Apparently, they just shoot the breeze with one another, and they say vehicle and retrieve. And if you don't believe me, then good. You shouldn't believe that. You shouldn't believe me when I say that. So welcome back to Candace.
Okay, let's see where she says this at. Okay, let's skip this intro.
Very easy to say he sent the first message at this time. It's a part of your investigation, right? Everybody is on edge globally wanting to know what happened. And they just remove that.
Oh, wow. Rhonda said Candace will mysteriously be unalived, I guess. Okay, wow. John says misplaced. Charlie did not own Turning Point, was CEO. Okay, let's listen, because I'm going to catch her say this, because I think I want to say it was in the beginning when I was listening to this. I believe it was this video. And if I can't find it on this one, I'll have to listen to it and go live again to show you guys where she said this.
But don't worry, you guys, because like I told you, one of the things that me and Charlie always believed in was that we could work harder. And I got to tell you, these devils are working pretty hard, but we can work harder than them, okay? And I decided to go back and on the basis of what Tyler Robinson allegedly writes to his lover, I decided I could work them into the timeline. I could work out an approximate timeline, at least, for us to look at visually for when they had to have been sent on the basis of what he's saying, right? Because he says certain things that were not revealed to the public at a certain time, so we're going to do that. I also want to point out the fact that the language, which many people said online, somebody actually left a very funny comment. It's like borderline poetic.
Bougie Barbie said these commercials are criminal. I know, right? Oh my goodness.
He's got commas in there. It's like perfect English. And that's actually a striking contrast compared to what's inscribed on the casings, right? He goes through all of these memes that he's written.
Now, I do have a question for you guys. Maybe you guys are like, maybe for y'all gun people that like handle guns or like to collect guns or go to the ranges. Is it like kind of like a special thing to engrave bullets with like certain things? Because they're saying that the bullets were engraved. And if the bullets were engraved, I mean, I don't know. Is this something that people do? Do people engrave bullets? Okay, people are saying no. Okay, Melody says no. Emmanuel says no. Yeah, so I was wondering. I was like, do these people, like, do they go and engrave bullets? Bougie Barbie says no, nobody does. See, y'all, this is what I'm saying. This stuff, the stories, it's like, sound like suspicious, y'all. They sound, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't like to be a conspiracy theorist, but when something sounds like all the way crazy to me, that's when I go into conspiracy mode. I mean, like, Candace is talking about the text messages, and she's not the only one. It's a whole lot of people saying that these text messages sound so crazy. Like, they need to hire somebody else to create a whole another story that will probably make people believe what they're saying. But y'all, let's continue listening, because I'm trying to catch it where Candace talks about Charlie wanting to take custody back of himself. But y'all, let's listen.
Not hip to the lingo. Okay, you got to be real deep internet and hip, but for whatever reason, when he's writing these messages, he's very proper, extremely proper, right? What really wants to make sure he gets the punctuation correct. Anyways, let's just dive right back into the timeline. Let's dive right back into this conversation. And we're at first going to focus on the third message. And
David says, "Get him, Candace."
don't forget, just to lead up into this, they are telling us that at no time that we're allowed to know on September 10th, after Charlie Kirk was shot, the roommate, that's Lance, received a text message from Robinson, which said, "Drop what you are doing, look under my keyboard." And so Lance, I don't know what he does all day, but he can do that. He knows he's home. And Lance then runs, I'm saying he ran, prances, who knows, and looks, and he sees this note. And to be clear, we're never going to be able to see that note because the feds have since told us that the note was destroyed. But even though he destroyed the note, he took a picture of it. Yeah, that makes sense, because if you're going to destroy something, the best thing to do is to take a picture of it. And the feds saw the picture, but we're not going to be able to see either. Anyways, don't think about it if you want it to make sense. Then we find out that Lance, I guess, decided to take a picture and then text Tyler back. And here is where he asks him, Lance says, "Tyler, what? You're joking, right?" Because, the note said, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it." So Lance is like, "What? You're joking." And Robinson says to him, Tyler says, "I'm still okay, my love, but I am stuck in Orem," that's the town, okay, that UVU is at, "for a little while longer yet." So poetic. A little while longer yet. I'm going to look that up on my phone later. "It shouldn't be long until I can come home, but I got to grab my rifle still. To be honest, I had hoped to keep this secret. I died of old age. I'm sorry to involve you." Now, I want to jump to this next message because it gives us a timeline. He says to him, I assume right away, Lance says, "You weren't the one who did it, right?" And Robinson says, "I am. I'm sorry." And the roommate says, "I thought they caught the person." Okay. And Robinson responds, "No, they grabbed some crazy old dude, then interrogated someone in similar clothing."
Hold on.
I had planned.
Bougie Barbie, you brought up a great point. Bougie Barbie says she's saying the roommate's name is Lance. Did the FBI release the name? I don't know. I haven't seen anything where that has came out and they are saying that they named the roommate's name. I've never heard any reports, and if you guys have say yes or no and where you found that information for Bougie Barbie, because Bougie Barbie, I didn't see where they released the roommate's name. I mean, did you guys see that? Okay, Cindy says yes. He said, okay, Melody says they did name him. Okay, I just never seen that information. Okay. So they're saying that the name of the roommate was released. Okay. And Candace got in contact with the roommate's mother. So this is her take on this, which I believe what she's saying is I'm saying they're still like child-minded a little bit, you know what I'm saying? They're not all 22-year-olds is, fully mentally developed. I'm just saying, however you want to say it. But he is a grown man, and I don't think that this 22-year-old would be making no messages like this. But y'all, let's continue listening to Candace, because I'm trying to catch it where she says that Charlie wanted to take back custody of himself.
To grab my rifle from my drop point shortly after, but most of that side of town got locked down. It's quiet, almost enough to get out, but there's one vehicle lingering. Okay, so that lets us actually be able to drop that into the timeline pretty simply. Why? Because we know, we can pull up this timeline, that they at first thought it was George Zinn, so that's who he's referencing, some crazy old dude. And on the timeline, Skylar, if you want to pull that up so we can go through it, what time Charlie gets shot at 12:23 p.m. Scroll down a bit. George Zinn, we learn about 30 minutes after that, George Zinn, the decoy boy, that's when it's announced that he's a suspect in custody by the Utah police. But it's not until, by the way, 5:30 p.m., because he mentioned that second suspect, and he curiously says in that correspondence that he's wearing similar clothing, which I find to be strange. We don't know what that second suspect is wearing until 5:30 p.m., when Governor Cox, 12 minutes into a press conference, the press conference began at 5:30 p.m., mentions that the second suspect, who is a person of interest, is wearing all dark clothing. So the earliest that message could have been sent out is after 5:30 p.m. I think it's unlikely because I think, again, this is all made up, these messages, because he says wearing similar clothing. Okay, he tells us dark clothing. What's similar about that? This guy allegedly, when he did this, was wearing black jeans. I was wearing, dark jeans and a black shirt. So that's like everyone on campus, okay? Nobody in the press conference says, oh, we picked him up because he was wearing something similar to the shooter. So that language right there is actually a mistake from the feds. But again, it allows us to be able to plot it into the timeline. So that's good. Okay. Timeline is back up here. And we then know Kash Patel tweets that the subject in custody has been released. Our investigation continues. That was a mistake. The guy in the darker clothing, we don't know who that is. And then it's after, again, like I said, that these correspondences then had to take place. So we're talking about late in the evening, okay, 6 hours on. I'm wondering what it is that Tyler Robinson is doing throughout this entire time. Skylar, you can keep this up because I want to keep scrolling, okay? What he's doing throughout this entire time, because that's a very...
Y'all, Candace that went and did her. Candace that turned into a whole FBI agent. Candace that got the notes. She got the timelines, y'all. She did turn into a whole FBI agent, but this is her friend, so she has to go do her due diligence and try to figure out what the Waka Flocka Flav is going on. But y'all, let's continue.
Long time for him to be just around campus, but then luckily he's gonna let us know what he's doing, right? He's gonna jump right in here and he's telling us that he's close to the scene. We know in this conversation that he then says to Lance that he's looking to get that rifle, right? He says, I'm wishing I had circled back and grabbed it as soon as I got to my vehicle. I'm worried what my old man would do if I didn't bring it back. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's actually go earlier. He then tells us his alibi, which is amazing, right? He's saying, I'm lingering around there. I'm trying to get the vehicle. And then, of course, as you always do when you're trying to clean up things, you then spell out your alibi, right? Lance asks him, why did you do this? And Robinson says, I had enough of his hatred. Some hate cannot be negotiated out.
Yes, I am. Key says, who says that? That's what I'm saying. This text messages, a lot of people are saying they need to fire the person who made this story up because it doesn't make sense. These kids at this age is not saying all these things. Y'all know these kids. Hold on, let me turn the camera because I got kids, and when I be text messaging our children, they try to make sure they try to abbreviate. They be speaking a whole nother texting language. I didn't see that here. Like how we say on the way. You don't just say on the way. You OTW. Sometimes I be like, hold on, wait. It's like I have to go and Google what is this text message acronym. Because I be like, hold on, what's on the way? I don't know what that means. What does OTW mean? What is this? Y'all, we have to go ahead and go to the text messaging acronyms to try to figure out what is being said. This person in this text message, they wrote a whole sentences, periods, exclamation marks, question marks. They wrote it perfectly like more of a grown person, but let me know if I'm wrong, y'all. I'm telling you, these children's, because I got a couple of children's now that when they text, I be like, what is this? I don't even know what this means. I don't even know how to respond. Hold on, give me 5 minutes. Let me Google and research this. Let me go see what this says. But they wrote long sentences and everything. But y'all, let's continue. This is why I find this to be very, very suspicious, y'all.
I am able to grab my rifle and see.
Sid said, me too, sister. We are older. Yes, Sid. We have to open the Google up and try to research what they're saying. I mean, they be like OTW NR like not now. Not now like in. I mean, all these acronyms we old. We almost like geriatric age. We don't know what this stuff is. We can't understand. Look, it's like you have to decode their text messages almost, right? I'm just saying, we got to decode their text messages. So no, I ain't seen not one young child to be texting like this. Now us geriatric folks, now we be writing whole sentences, paragraphs. I mean, the complete sentences, exclamation marks, periods, question marks, all kind of punctuation marks, and our text messages are very punctual, because y'all know back in the day that's how we had to write. And us old school people, we still kept that up till today, because like I said, sometimes when my kids be sending me text messages, I be like, what in the world? I don't understand. Look, I don't understand. But y'all, let's continue.
Like, I'm trying to clean up the scene, but also I'm telling you exactly what my motive is here. I will have left no evidence. I'm going to attempt to retrieve it again. Hopefully they have moved on. I haven't seen anything about them finding it. Okay, so we are now late in the evening. He's still hanging.
Hold on. Camper says, yeah, my kids are all grown, but my youngest is 22, and she be killing me with the acronyms. Yes, I be like, man, I gotta go to acronym jail, because I don't know what they say. I don't know. Give me about 10 minutes, because I gotta do some research before you respond. Don't let it be an emergency, because you got to give me 10 or 15 minutes to do my research on these acronyms. But y'all, let's continue.
Around. The roommate then comes and says, how long have you been planning this? He says, a bit over
Hey,
a week, I believe. I can get close to it, still trying to get close to that rifle. So I'm wondering if maybe the feds might drop us some footage, right? We should be able to see some footage. He's got to be idling in his car. You've been speaking about how he has this car. I'm assuming he's not just sitting in the woods or sitting on a sidewalk. This is a quote unquote manhunt. So where is he casually sitting, lingering, loitering? I don't know.
Hold on, y'all is hilarious tonight. War is Peace said those text messages read like a Shakespeare play. You is hilarious. Oh, but to kiss thy lips, my love, the sweetest taste of honey to Exactly, War's Peace, exactly. I'm telling you, it's so suspicious, right? It is so suspicious, right?
But that would be some pretty good footage that they could release if they don't want us all to become a conspiracy theorist, okay? He then says, yeah, I've been planning this for a bit over a week. I can get really close to it, but there's a squad car that's parked right by it. That's the drop-off spot. I think they already swept the spot, but I don't want to chance it. And then he tells Lance that I'm wishing I had circled back and grabbed it as soon as I got to my vehicle. Yeah, that's a vehicle. I'm worried what my old man would do if I didn't bring back Grandpa's rifle. I went to exactly what's so.
Y'all, do y'all think that Grandpa would be worried about a rifle if you went and got Grandpa's rifle? I don't think Grandpa be worried about the rifle. If you knew you committed a crime, you just it just doesn't make sense at all to me, y'all. It doesn't make sense at all. But let's continue listening, y'all. This is crazy.
I don't even know if it had a serial number. Weird, because he's been planning this for a week. He might have checked. Now all of a sudden he's getting into details and is wondering if it had a serial number. That seems a little strange to me. But it wouldn't trace to me, of course, because you just told us in writing that it's your grandpa's. Definitely trying to cover your tracks. I worry about Prince. I had to leave it in a bush where I changed outfits. Okay, we're going to get to that. Focus on the changing outfits. That's a really important piece of it.
And y'all, I know my children don't say no. I need to change my outfit. I'm going to change my outfit? Like, I don't know. Kids know. They say I gotta change my jeans, or I gotta change my sweatpants, or I gotta change my shirt. They don't say I gotta change my outfit. Y'all, come on now. This is so suspicious, y'all.
And that is why I am now a confirmed conspiracy theorist on this, okay? I left it in the bush where I changed outfits, okay? I didn't have the ability or the time to bring it with. I might have to abandon it and hope that they don't find Prince. How the F will I explain losing it to my old man?
Wait a minute.
Only thing I left.
Wait a minute. Now, hold up. What did he say? Hold on. I got to read something. She said, hold on real quick. She said something. Okay. The effing, okay. So maybe he cussed right here where it says right here, the effing or whatever. Okay, maybe she's just trying to be, like me, not trying to curse online. But let's continue, y'all, because this is still a Shakespeare written playbook, right? From somebody that wrote a bad play, and they need to be assessed fee. Maybe they need to go ahead and take them to jail for writing this bad play, because I'm telling you, this situation, it is terrible. This is terrible. terrible. Whoever gave them, yeah, that sounds good. I would say no, no, absolutely not. These text messages look like an old person like me trying to write a whole story, like somebody said, a Shakespeare story. This is not a 22-year-old's. I mean, look at that. They look like chapter two of a whole book. Look at that. Chapter 2 of the whole Shakespeare book. Come on, let's be for real. This is crazy, y'all.
Was the rifle wrapped in a towel? That's the only thing. Otherwise, it was a perfect job. It was top of the line, professional job. The only thing I left behind was the weapon with my prints on it. Oh my gosh, right? Like that's kind of amazing. Okay. Then he, of course, explained, remember how I was engraving the bullets? The effing messages are mostly a big meme. I know I speak proper here, but it's just a meme.
Exactly. Bougie Barbie says, sounds like somebody in their 80s trying to be hip. Yes. Do y'all see how long those messages are? I mean, my messages, they're long, yes, because I'm, a little up in age, or maybe I'm just 21. Let me stop playing. But y'all, 22-year-old, I can show y'all some of my text messages from my kids. They be like 3 words and they're all acronyms. And it's hard for me to figure out what they saying. They're not writing the whole Shakespearean novel on no text message. They're just not doing that. They are not doing that. Okay, hold on. I think we got some breaking news, you guys. Hold up. Hold up, you guys.
Notices
Hold up.
bulge on.
Jamil just said something that there's breaking news. Hold on, let me find out something real quick, you guys. Hold up, swool up. I think we got some breaking news. Hold up. Let me get to this situation, because there's so much going on, you guys. There's so much going on. The Shakespeare, we're gonna have to halt the Shakespeare text message situation. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna do a short and put them text messages in a short and say this is a Shakespeare novel. These alleged text messages, because that's what they look like, right? That's what they look like. Hold on, you guys. There is something going on. Hold on real quick. Let me refresh this page. I don't know what it is, but let me see. Kid says novels. Yes, a whole text message novel, a Shakespearean novel. Hold on real quick. Hold on. He said something breaking news. Hold on. Jamil, can you come to the studio, please? Because I seen something come across as breaking news, but I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what is. Hold on just a second, you guys. Give me like give me just a quick minute, because there's some breaking news that's going on that it just came through. Hold on just a second. I'm trying to see where it's at. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see. It's something that's breaking. Let me see. Breaking news: Candace Owens has been in a fatal car. Oh, for real? Wait, are you serious? Let me see. Y'all is a mess. Y'all is a mess. I cannot with y'all. Y'all is a mess. Jamil, can you come to the studio? They talking about Candace Owens breaking news. Candace Owens, y'all is a mess. Y'all got me laughing. Y'all is a mess. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to find out. Let me see. Because Jamil sent something, and it was breaking news. But let me see. I don't see what it is. Yeah, I don't know what it is. But y'all is a mess. Y'all saw about Candace got into a car accident. Y'all is a mess. Whoever said that, y'all is hilarious. Said Candace and Owens that got into a car accident. Y'all is too funny. But no, I don't know what this breaking news is about. Let me see. Because Jamil sent something. And hold on, you guys. Don't hang up. Hold on. Let me grab it real quick. Don't hang up. It's just going to go blank for a quick second. And then I'll come back. So don't hang up. Don't hang up. Don't hang up.